Et bonsoir à tous. On se retrouve pour la suite de Chicken Police Paint in Red. On se retrouve avec un cadavre sur les bras. On va continuer l'aventure là où on s'était arrêté. On se retrouve avec un cadavre sur les bras. Le voici, le voilà. C'était notre ami la gazelle. La gazelle. Comment ça s'appelait déjà? Comment qu'elle s'appelait? Déborah. Voilà, on a perdu Déborah. Et encore une Déborah dans un jeu que je live, c'est quand même incroyable. Il y a des Déborah dans tous les jeux que je fais. Sur cette chaîne, c'est quand même impressionnant. Et normalement, c'est plus un hasard au bout d'un moment. Bon. Et donc il y avait cette énigme qu'on devait résoudre, sur laquelle j'avais légèrement bloqué. Et
Ironic, but
on avait légèrement marre, donc du coup, je sais où faut aller pour avoir la réponse. Hop, on va le faire direct, hein. On va pas perdre du temps. Mais vraiment, ça m'avait saoulé d'être coincé à ce point-là. Vraiment, si c'est ça, c'est...
join the force, protect the crown, serve the people. Get bribed, get beaten by a hooker, get fat.
Salut Tsoum. Comment que ça va? Ah. Alors ce blason là, je l'ai regardé plein de fois, hein. Enfin, avant le crime, on l'avait regardé. Il y avait juste eu un dialogue. On n'avait jamais eu ça. Le fait de se rapprocher. Ben voilà, donc elle est là la solution de cette énigme de con.
Did you ever notice how much bigger the lion and the fox are than
Et
the
voilà, il
other
fallait
animals?
se focus sur ce blason. Ah putain, incroyable. S'il commence à mettre des énigmes comme ça. Bon bref.
You know, maybe all animals are equal, but
On va pouvoir se
some
remettre sur les
animals are
rails.
more equal than others.
Huh. So that's why our king's a fox and not a sheep or a bird, right?
It's maybe a little late, but you're starting to get it, detective.
Where are the insects?
Many times.
That
Ah, merde.
says a lot about...
It says everything, Monty.
Alors du coup on a cigogne, mouton, lion, renard. Ok. Cigogne, mouton, lion, renard. Je vais pas trop regarder, je l'ai mis dans ma liste de souhaits. Ah! Non, il faut pas se faire spoiler alors. Merci Super Solus. Alors c'est pas sur Super Solus que j'ai été. Cigogne, mouton, lion et renard. Je sais plus quel site j'ai été. Mais oui, j'avais pas envie de... Voilà. De rester coincé 15 plombes.
Hello there. What could this be?
Si ça va, j'ai Lost Ark en cours de pré-téléchargement. Ah, ça y est, il est sorti. Le fameux autre MMO d'Amazon.
And there's some kind of squiggle on it. The signature of the painter? Yeah, I can't make it out.
Trouver quelque chose.
It's a
Un
piece
bout
of
de
a
peinture.
painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us. It's a piece of a painting.
Oui, mais d'accord. Mais...
Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us.
So a piece of a painting? That's it? And what's that smear on it?
It's too illegible to be a signature. It could be anything.
Well, maybe Natasha can help us. After all, this is what she wanted to show us, isn't it?
Well, that's if we find her. She should be here by now.
True. Well, then what's next? How about...
We could do that, but I think we should gather what we know and try to figure out where we can go from here. Bourbon in my office.
Il pense qu'à boire, vraiment. Sur le 11, mais l'Early Access a commencé aujourd'hui, d'accord.
You know what? After all this, I could use a drink.
Right answer.
Ok, donc faut retourner au bureau. Ah, j'avais pas fait attention qu'ils ont pas traduit les petits textes là, tiens. Faut cliquer dessus pour... Ah oui, il faut cliquer dessus pour l'introduction. Un petit kiosque au cœur de Calavera Hills, bien que petit et presque invisible, il renferme l'une des choses les plus précieuses dans ce trou à rats, le savoir. L'hôtel Atlas, c'est pour la suite de l'intrigue. Hein. Ah bah voilà le nouveau lieu, le kiosque. Poste de police. Retourner au... Mais à quoi ça sert?
So what are we doing here again, Sonny?
I don't know. Maybe we could question Natasha.
Do you think she's here?
Who knows, Marty? We'll see.
There's
Bah à mon avis elle est plus là,
Philmar.
oui.
Maybe he knows something.
Yeah, maybe he's not drunk as a skunk.
Stop projecting onto others, old chicken.
Ah, shut the clock up, Marty.
No, I'm sorry I hurt your precious feelings, Boss Bird.
Il est là, Fulmar. Un bon gros
Philmar
piaf.
looks a bit soaked.
Well, it is raining.
I didn't mean the rain, Marty.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, old bird. What are you waiting for out here in the rain?
Is that you, boys? I'm a little,
Ouais,
tired.
il est complètement bourré.
I can see that, pal.
Oh, it's alright. I just can't find my car. I don't see very well in the rain. My eyesight's pretty bad. I should wear glasses.
Yeah, it's funny.
There ain't nothing funny about it, Snowflake.
Whoa, alright, sorry.
Have you seen Natasha or Ibn since we left?
Ibn, he got put off a long time ago. Natasha, I haven't seen her.
Thanks anyway, pal. Good luck with finding your car. You want some help?
Could it be that I didn't come here by car? What do you think, Sonny? Old friend?
Well, I wouldn't know that, Phil, but you take care, all right?
Ah, you're telling me? Oh, that's funny.
Les dialogues, je m'en remets pas. Comment ça? Dans le sens où ils sont drôles et bien écrits. Ah, il y a le lynx qui est dehors, on peut pas lui parler, tiens. Le buffle pourrait nous dire quelque chose d'autre, le videur là.
Hey, boys, tell me, is Natasha still inside?
I can't give you any information about that, gentleman.
Gentleman.
Ah, the regulations. I know. We've gotten used to it.
I am glad to hear that.
And your boss, Wessler? Can we find him in the VIP lounge?
I'm afraid I can't tell you that either.
But we can take a look for ourselves, right?
No problem, gentlemen.
Thanks, Wooly.
Your friend's not the talkative type, is he? He understands what we're saying, right?
Don't anger me, chicken, or I'll tear out your throat before you could say hemp seed.
La violence.
Ha! Just try, Fleabag.
Hey, folks, relax. The night's still young. We'll have plenty of time to tear each other's throats out, but right now we're busy.
Ha! You're right.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Il nous laisse rentrer dedans, d'accord, il est gentil. On s'en fout. Ah, elle est plus là, la corneille. La corneille n'est plus là. Oh. Le barman est toujours là, on peut
I
juste parler
can't
au barman
stand
du
that
coup.
guy. Why doesn't he have his mane cut?
Stop being so old man. It's a different world now. That's a kind of fashion, you
On va
know.
parler au canasson.
Fashion.
Un bon gros canasson.
Hello again, Bojack.
Please don't call me that, sir.
You're right. I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Crinière,
If you really
incroyable.
must know, I'm Lance, sir.
Okay, Lance. Listen, it's very important.
Oh, please, sir. Don't get me involved in anything. I just want to get my shift over with and go home to sleep. Relax. There won't be a problem. Just answer the questions honestly. If I must, let's give it a try.
Right, kid.
Lance.
Ah, Lance. Yeah. So, have you seen Natasha since her performance?
Oh no, don't ask me anything about Miss Kitsenko and Mr. Wessler. It could cost me my job or even more.
Chouon, hein, je me trompe de
Hey,
bestiole. Ah,
it's a matter of
bah ça tu peux pas trop te tromper
national
normalement.
It could be.
Yeah, see, it could be. So, if you help, you won't only be helping us, but the crown and the whole city of Clawville. Oh, okay, all right, just stop that chicken shit, will ya? I saw Natasha, yeah. She came down, spoke with
Ah, c'est
someone,
barré.
and stormed out the front door.
And then what happened?
She came right back in 2 or 3 minutes later, soaked to the bone. She was in a hurry. She went up to her suite, then came back down and left.
And you haven't seen her since?
I genuinely haven't seen her ever since, sir.
Thanks, Lance. You've been a great help.
I'm happy to hear that. So Natasha had left.
Seems so. But she never arrived at the weekend house.
Then,
Then we'll stay with the original plan. We'll gather our thoughts at the office and go over everything we know.
okay, Boss Bird, lead the way.
Ok. Tous les coups, aller au bureau, clôturer le chapitre. Je pense. Alors, pas une indication sur le personnage, ça. Donc l'hôtel Atlas, c'est pour terminer l'intrigue.
Phyllis and Roy's are nowhere to be seen. Praise the great wild ones.
De plus en
Well,
plus.
let's hope this is a good omen.
Maybe finally the pincushions have started to do something with themselves.
And maybe it's not a coincidence, since we've just found a dead body, Marty.
Yeah. What can I say? The night's starting to get off, huh? Just like the good old days.
Well, let's just hope there won't be any more surprises tonight.
You don't believe that, do you, boss?
Ah, le chef, il est là. J'adore le jeu de mots, quoi. Agent Barkman. C'est vraiment trop drôle. Personne au stand de tir, hein. Non, il n'y a que Marty qui est toujours là. Ok, c'est barre. Ah, Monica, est-ce que vous savez des choses, Monica? Ah, on peut lui reposer des questions. Ça.
Hey, Mon, is the boss angry today?
Angry? That's an understatement.
I see the New Year's madness has
Le
started.
colibri.
Everyone busy?
As normal, boys. The city's gone crazy, and we already have our first dead body. They found a girl in Flowerville.
What do we know about it?
Sonny, you know I can't tell you.
Oh, come on, Mon. I only have 120 days left. We could pretend these are my last beautiful days.
On my feathers, Sonny, stop
Ah
that.
non, d'une plume.
It's so not your style.
Ah, he's been like this all day.
Shut up, Marty. Come on, Mon.
All right. Though I don't know much. The girl was found inside a house. I won't tell you the address.
Ah oui.
I have a...
Why do you think that?
Never mind. Anyway, she was naked, but there wasn't any sign of a struggle. There was a message written on the wall and on...
That's all.
That's all.
Thanks, Mon.
You're not gonna ask what the message was?
Oh yeah, what was it?
You already know, don't you?
Ah, I'm an open book to you, Mon.
One I've read too many times.
Alors,
I see the boss is ready to explode today.
What did you expect? The madness kicked in and he's gotta be at the PD. Deputy Malloy's blind drunk.
What's the name of the old man's wife again? Poor lady.
Marcia. She was waiting here for a while too, hoping it'll only take a few minutes. But as soon as they saw the state Malloy was in, she got into a taxi and went home.
So that's why the old hound's so angry.
Please, boys, don't make him more so, all right?
Unfortunately, I can't promise that, doll.
As usual.
Look what we found, Mon. Does this mean anything to you?
It's beautiful. Embossed, gilded. These are rare. But I've never seen anything like this one
ils auraient dû
before.
indiquer dans un
Where's it
coin
from?
l'objet de quoi on parle. Un visuel, quoi.
I'm afraid that's a secret, at least for now.
You haven't taken vital evidence from a crime scene, I hope.
Oh, what are
Là,
you
ça va qu'on n'a pas beaucoup
thinking?
d'objets, mais qu'on en aura beaucoup.
On my feathers. You're gonna be in trouble, boys.
Only if we don't wrap it up, Mon. Listen, Mon, that girl they found in Flowerville.
You've seen her, right?
Yes, we were first on the scene.
Boys, you know I should report you immediately, don't you?
We know, Mon. We're only asking for a little more time. We're hot on the trail. If you learn anything, would you, please tell us?
Are you crazy?
Hey, keep it down. Blood boils right behind us.
Please, Mon. It's a matter of life and death.
God damn. Okay, but only because I can see how much it means to you.
Thanks, doll. We'll be forever grateful.
Dernière
Good
question.
old Philmar hasn't been sniffing around here recently.
Yeah, he was here a week and a half ago. He used the archives and took out some public records.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and he asked me out for a coffee.
I hope you said no.
Why are you so interested, Marty?
No, I'm not. I just...
I told him no. Just like I told you no on all 25 occasions.
Glad to hear that.
J'aime bien Monica. Alors. Ah, on peut pas lui parler, on peut juste le regarder.
Shouting in 3, 2,
Ah.
1.
And action.
Martin, what the hell do you think you're doing?
We're just patrolling, sir.
At the station?
No, we're here for something else, sir.
You missed me, huh?
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir. I mean...
Why are you grinning, Santino?
I can't grin, sir. I have a beak.
Je peux pas sourire, chef, j'ai un bec. Elle est extraordinaire cette réplique.
Don't be cute, I can see it in your eyes.
Je vois à tes yeux que tu souris.
Should I close them, sir?
Don't you peck at me, chicken, you hear?
We're not even here anymore, Chief. We just quickly stopped by for something.
Get out of my sight.
Yes, sir.
Je peux pas sourire, j'ai un bec. C'est con. Allez, on va aller au nouveau lieu là. Le kiosque de Mullen.
Should we say hi to the old beaver?
Ah, un castor.
Mullen is an old friend, so he certainly deserves a hello.
Few people know as much about Clawville as the old wood chomper. An encyclopedia in the flesh.
Yeah, he always has something.
Ah, un bon vieux castor.
The taxi company for the upper class only. Politicians and gangsters.
La voiture de
Mullen's
Mullen.
car. Ancient, but kind of beautiful. Like the old beaver himself.
Un bon vieux castor.
Some things are indestructible, right?
Yeah. Mullen's kiosk's been here since I was a little chick. My old man used to drive here from the other side of town for his daily papers.
Yeah,
Un fidèle
many
client.
still do. He certainly is something.
Mullen's a wizard from a forgotten age.
Yeah, kind of.
Un bouquin par terre qu'on peut prendre. Ah bah c'est un des romans inspirés des histoires des deux policiers là. Dead Silence Night. C'est le deuxième qu'on trouve. Ça. Où est-ce qu'on peut les voir? On peut pas les voir en fait, c'est triste. On peut pas les voir. Les romans qu'on chope, c'est dommage. Un bon castor. Vieux et plein de secrets comme la ville elle-même. Mullen est un ancien camarade, ça remonte à la période avant les inspecteurs Poulet. Donc ça fait très longtemps. Je l'appelais déjà Oncle Mullen quand j'étais un jeune agent de police, alors qu'il avait que quelques années de plus que moi. Il a beaucoup de qualités et que j'aurais voulu posséder. Honnête, sage et toujours joyeux. Mullen sait quasiment tout sur toutes les personnes qu'il faut connaître dans cette ville. Il faut profiter de ce qu'il peut nous apprendre. Le bon vieux Mullen.
The Clawville Chronicle. The most read and probably the most biased newspaper in the city. It's supposed to be a royalist rag, but the separatist overtones are getting stronger and stronger every day. Chandler's used to be quite a prestigious cafe.
Café de Chandler.
Magnificent animals
qui font des
had
crêpes
breakfast
là-dedans.
here. And in the evenings, philosophers and writers would get drunk together and argue. The place is now just a second-hand bookshop. Just a shadow of its former self. Like so many things in this city. Like me.
Mais... ok, bon bah parlons à Mulen alors.
We're getting older and older. And Mullen's not changing a bit. Where's the justice in that?
Comment ça, révolution?
He's just eternal.
Like an ancient god or something. Or the personification of the city.
What a lovely thought. But if the city took shape, it would most likely be some kind of vermin.
Yeah, true. But that wasn't very politically correct.
Hey, you know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know, Marty. You're too good for this world.
Aw, thanks, boss.
It wasn't a compliment, Marty.
Alors Mulen.
Hey, Hercule. What's up, old friend?
Je lis pas le chat assez vite. Bah je l'ai lu au moment où c'est apparu.
Hello, me lads. It's good to see you. What are you doing around here where you never see a cat go by?
We're working, Uncle Mullen, just like you. But I'm afraid we're also walking a little bit outside the law.
But it's New Year's Eve. Couldn't it wait a bit? Whatever the case is, it can't be that serious.
I'm afraid it is. Maybe you can help us with a few things. After all, you know everyone in the city.
What a compliment. But of course I'll help if I can. I know you ever since you appeared in the city. Young, fresh, full of ambition. And little Marty had been just a chick when he was already coming here every day with his daddy, eh?
Aw, thanks, Uncle Mullen.
Nouvelle fonction? Comment ça, nouvelle fonction? J'ai pas le temps de lire.
What's up, old man?
Me bones are creaking. My eyesight's getting more and more blurry. And sometimes...
Ah, it's good to still have an old familiar spot in the city.
Nothing lasts forever, boys. So, what is this dirt?
Bah, on a un
you've
meurtre
ended
sur les
up
bras,
in
Père
again, eh?
Castor.
Just a simple case, strumming personal strings. That's why I couldn't refuse it.
Well, yeah. Same old song, eh?
Yeah, it's a classic.
Eben's a ruthless gangster, that's for sure. But he's not bloodthirsty or stupid. You're not in danger until you're in his way. And that's not so easy to manage as the whole city's in his hands.
How come they never tried to approach you, Uncle?
What? Of course they tried. They wanted to buy the whole area and build some huge parking garage on it. Mongrel Mick, Ibben's #1 thug, came here and threatened me more than once. If I hadn't dug me heels in, the others would have sold up.
Tiens, qu'on va le voir, Mongrel, là, le bras droit du rat.
But I told them,
Comme qu'un Mongrel, c'est un singe.
Oh, looks like it worked.
Les singes qui ont le cul rouge, là.
I'm too much for them, lads. Or I'm just too famous around here to get rid of. We could say Ibben's almost almighty, but he...
That's a good one.
I'm a poor nobody, my lads, but my name still carries meaning. This place has always belonged to my family. If my dead body had been found here or in the Times, it would have caused a scandal, even without any evidence. So, he usually listens to reason.
When I talked to him tonight, he seemed confused, dissolute, and impetuous to me.
That's uncharacteristic. Are you sure it was him?
Are you joking? Ibn Wessler's not usually confused with anyone else.
Of course I'm joking. Beaver humor, you know? Nobody gets it. Not even the beavers.
N'importe quoi.
Good one again.
Hey, Martin, my lad, what's up? How's that beautiful wife of yours?
Laura's perfectly fine, thank you.
It's crazy you could grab an amazing woman like her, son. Are you blackmailing her with something?
I missed your famous beaver humor.
I'm just messing with you, son. Anyway, you look good. You're in good shape. You look more like a turkey than a rooster, if you ask me.
Thanks.
This is priceless. Thanks, Hercule. We'll be back again soon.
Yeah, sure will.
Il
Nice
est pas
girl.
convaincu.
She used to come here for a while, but I think she moved downtown.
Yeah, she's the poster girl for workaholism. She lives in an apartment across from the PD. But
Some animals just race and race through the years of their life until someone stops them, makes them wind down.
is there someone like that waiting for everyone?
Indeed there is, somewhere. Usually not where we're looking for them.
Yeah, right.
Il a une bonne tête, Castor. Là. Ah, bah il va nous
How's
parler de lui. tiens.
Desiree?
What about her? She's still beautiful, and she's still my wife. And I still don't get why she hasn't left me already.
Because she's too much like you stubborn old dam builder.
You see, you're right about that, sonny boy.
And, the cubs?
Cubs? More like jumbo cubs. John sees a hotshot lawyer in Galadia, and Timmy also left Clawville to try his luck in Grassmore. But who could blame them?
Good move.
Ah, yeah, but they visit me often, though. They're good kids.
I know, pal. They're from a good litter.
If you say so, sonny.
You
Et
know anything
enfin,
about
Natasha.
a woman named Natasha Katz?
Sonny boy, what have you gotten yourself into again? That lass is Ibn Wessler's protege, to put it politely. She's the crown jewel of the city. A shining new star. If you dare talk to a gal such as her, you can expect some serious lead poisoning, me boy.
Intoxication au poulon. Ah.
Well, I suppose I should have come to you first for advice. Doesn't matter now. We're in it, Uncle. Up to our combs.
If you'll accept the advice of an old shaggy beaver, get to the end of it as quickly as
Ben,
you
on va
can,
essayer,
and try to make it out
on va
with
essayer,
all
Monsieur
your
Mullen.
feathers.
Yeah, that's the plan. But do you know anything about her? Anything, interesting?
As I've heard, Natasha is quite a mysterious lass. She came from the Stavonian Tsardom and fled to Clawville, but from what? No one knows. Some years of her life are shrouded in mystery, and that rarely means good.
You're right about that. So, that's your advice?
At least, sonny boy, and
What's that?
never fall in love with a woman like her.
Thanks, Hercule. I wasn't planning to.
Nobody plans to, sonny. Just take care of each other, okay? And always carry a good gun in your pocket.
Oh, I always have one in every pocket, old timer.
I know.
Et il a beaucoup de
Martin,
poches.
I know.
Ok. Ok, on fait voir. On a appris des petits trucs par-ci par-là. Alors, on a appelé qu'elle n'est pas de Cloville. Des fois, on apprend des trucs qui pas forcément ne serviront pas forcément pour l'enquête, hein, c'est vraiment juste pour le lore. Ah, typiquement, là, le fait que Monica soit accro à son taf. Et pour le lore, ça fait plaisir. Alors le codex, ça c'est intéressant par contre. Ils ont développé dans l'univers là. Prairie City est un pays de savane qui a été l'une des colonies de Clawville en 2 siècles, avant de gagner son indépendance en 792. Prairie City est majoritairement habitée par des espèces d'animaux exotiques, herbivores et paisibles. Un bon coin. Allez, on retourne au bureau.
We had no choice but to continue the investigation where it started. In that shady little apartment I called home. The only lead was the list Fillmore gave us, with all those imposing names on it. But what could it mean? And why did Natasha keep it secret from us? But most importantly, what did all this have to do with Deborah's death? The trail started to get cold, and so did the air outside. There was something unsettling in the black clouds, hiding all the stars. I prayed that they didn't bring an early snowfall. The night was already painful enough.
La narration est vraiment chouette. Hein.
So, what are we doing here?
Trying to calm down. I'll have a shot.
Sure you will.
And we're trying to put the pieces together, of course. Figure out what's next.
And what is next, Boss Bird?
Let's take a look at what we've learned so far. So, how did this whole case start?
Ah ouais, c'est bien ça, hein. Ça va être un récap de tout ce qu'on a fait là, et à mon avis ça va clôturer le chapitre 1 de l'aventure. C'est très souvent que les jeux d'aventure sont découpés comme ça. Hein. On fait pas mal de trucs et tac, à la fin t'as un petit récap. Un rat husky. Oui, c'est bien ça. Et on aime ça les bons gros ratanas. Alors comment cette affaire a commencé? Oui. Suspect potentiel. Ah, pas Déborah vu qu'elle est morte. Je suis pas sûr. Bon ça oui c'est exact. Je peux rien mettre là. Ah. Que... Hein? Ah d'accord. La maîtresse du gangster. Ah, ça pourrait avoir une importance, mais pas maintenant. Des menaces étranges. Déborah est morte. Chat apeuré. Natacha est molly. Des menaces étranges. C'est comme ça que ça a commencé. Voilà. Natacha et les menaces. Mais quel est le lien? Alors attendez. On est avec des animaux. J'ai un gros chat qui veut sortir de mon bureau. Je lui ouvre la porte. Le gros chat est content, il est libre. Il est libre de vaquer à ses occupations dans le reste de l'appartement. Alors, Natacha et les menaces. Mais quel est le lien? Elle lui a été clairement destinée, ça la rend suspecte. Elle en est la source. Ce n'était clairement pas pour elle. En fait, au final, ce n'était clairement pas pour elle. Après. Non, c'est pas ça. C'est pas elle qu'on est morte, donc je pense que c'était pas pour elle finalement. Non.
Yeah, the threats are meant for Natasha, no doubt about that.
C'est ce que j'ai compris, non. C'est pas elle qui est morte et c'est pas sur elle qu'on a écrit le mot war. Ils veulent. Hein. Qu'est-ce qu'il faut mettre là? Indice, un objet. Liste étrange, magnum, carte. But
there was something Natasha didn't speak about.
Elle a gardé le secret.
Natasha is terrified, and she's in real danger. But she kept this list hidden from us. It seems too important to keep it a secret.
Mais elle nous a... Oula, mais elle nous a caché cette liste, oui. En fait, on comprend pas trop ce qu'il faut mettre là.
But what could we do with this list?
Peut-être qu'il sait quelque chose
I know
dessus.
only one person who moves in circles high enough to know where it's from.
Il côtoie tout le monde, lui.
We must ask him if we want to get out of
Lapinou!
this
Il
dead
connaît
end.
tout le monde, Lapinou. Faut lui demander si on veut sortir de cette impasse. Comment ça à faire classer? Ah bon?
So the card is maybe a dead end. The piece of painting too.
But the list Philmar gave us...
Le téléchargement fait bugger à mort. Ah!
Exactly. Full of those imposing names. And I only know one person who moves in similar circles.
Lamar!
Yes, Marty. It's Lewis. Exactly.
C'est bien ce que je me
Of
disais.
course, it's Lewis. But where do we find the bunny man?
Ah, c'est
Now,
notre
since he
voisin.
owns this building, I'm hoping he's here. It's worth a call.
You know his
Notre
number?
voisin est proprio.
By heart. 555932. I wrote it down in my notebook as well.
Oh, you are a professional, Boss Bird.
Un nouveau ici. Hein.
Nothing interesting in there. Look, I'm sorry I dragged you into this, Marty.
Ah, don't be. I would have been bored to death, still be on that shooting range.
And Laura, what about...
She's used to it. Every New Year's the same. You know, since...
Don't say it.
A bloody New Year's. Yeah. So Laura's probably at home, waiting for me on the couch, staring into a...
You can get out of this anytime. You know...
If you start something, finish it, right? Let's just make it through alive, okay? Or Laura will bite off my head. Literally.
I'm on it, partner.
Alors 555, 932. « 932. Du coup j'ai pas suivi l'affaire avec Lewis et le stream fait que merder. Aïe. C'est juste qu'il faut qu'on questionne Lewis parce que lui il fréquente tout le monde. Peut-être qu'il sait des trucs sur la liste qu'on a trouvée.
It's about a case.
A real case with the chicken police? Of course, Sonny. I'll be over in a few minutes.
Il arrive, Lapinou.
I owe you one.
One? Just a second.
Le bon vieux Lapinou. Il est où? Ah bah il est rapide. Hein.
Good old rabbit. I can always rely on him. Thanks, Lewis. Again.
Il est mignon, c'est un petit Lapinou, il aime qu'on lui caresse la petite tête, le petit Lapinou. Pardon.
Oh, don't mention it. Besides, it was my big dream to help you with a...
Well, let's hope you can help. What can you tell me about this list, old pal?
Well,
these names... I know half of them personally. Maybe even more.
Le mec connaît tout le monde. Hein.
I knew it.
But I have no idea what kind of list this is.
here we go.
Le meilleur de Lapinou, Lapinou.
But these are all members of the upper class, politicians, business people. Oh my. Even the commander of the Royal Guard.
Ah oui, quand même.
Damn.
C'est que le gratin, quoi, qui est sur la liste.
But I really don't know what it means.
Un géant des Flandres, précisément, d'accord. Ou c'est peut-être plutôt un lapin nain. Qu'elle arrête pas de se tromper.
So, is it a dead end?
I'm afraid so.
What could this list mean? And what's the connection to Deborah?
I have no idea, Marty, but we'll figure it out. Deborah, the girl who came to me tonight.
Je ne me trompe jamais.
Yes, she's a very lovely young lady.
C'est pas ce que dit la rediff de la première partie de ce jeu.
Where did you take her after you two left?
Where she asked me to Flowerville.
Flowerville? Rochester Street 37?
Yes, exactly.
Ah, parce qu'elle est morte là-bas en fait.
Why?
Luck.
Ah, poussin de merle.
Did something happen?
Nothing good, Lewis. Nothing good.
This?
This?
Gneu, gneu, gneu.
Oh my goodness.
I think we have a bingo, gentlemen.
You see, I also have one of these.
A card? Like this? Really?
Yes. It's a membership card to a very exclusive club.
How exclusive?
Very.
That's what I'm talking about.
What does SN mean, Lewis?
It's the sweltering Nile.
Donc au lieu de fuck, ça me tue.
But that's a...
C'est vraiment rigolo comment ils ont adapté les grossièretés. Et que ça soit en anglais ou en français, La trad est vraiment cool. Hein.
Well, yes, it's a brothel, but it's not like that. It's something completely different.
Poussin de merde. Ah,
Calm down, Lewis.
c'est vraiment
We're not
drôle.
going to tell anybody.
Thank you so
Ah, un nouveau
much.
lieu.
It is rather embarrassing.
Listen, Lewis, how do we get in?
You want to get in? Well, if you show them this card, they'll surely let you in, but it will be obvious you're not regulars there.
We're used to that.
So, are we going to a luxury brothel?
Bah oui. Hein.
Correct, Marty. Thanks for the help, Lewis. I owe you one. For the third time today, I think.
On va dans une maison close. Bah, dis
I
donc.
don't know what you said to him, but after you finished, he almost immediately van disappeared.
Le lapinou mignon, il fasse farcir des madames. Eh oui.
Really?
Il a le droit, hein.
That's suspicious.
Un bon gros lapinou.
Or he had business elsewhere. It's New Year's Eve. Everybody's going somewhere.
I didn't see her after the show.
What else do you know about her, Lewis?
Oh, not much. What everybody knows. She was a dancer, then a backing singer, then star, and then club owner.
We found out as much already. Do you think she'd fled the Stavonian massacre? That's why the secrecy.
Do you mean the massacre of the royal family? I'd say her accent is a dead giveaway, and her name too, though it's undoubtedly an alias.
So it's possible that she is a part of the royal family.
I don't think so. Nobody could have survived that awful night.
You're probably right. What should we know about the place, Lewis? Besides what they're dealing in there.
Ah bah ça, dans un bordel de luxe, on sait très bien ce qu'ils fabriquent.
No, it's an elegant and exclusive place. Not everybody visits them for that, you know. Some animals just go for company.
I see. I guess it's mostly visited by the upper class.
Mostly, yes. The wealthy who have a taste.
Yes, of course.
Is it true what they say, that it's some kind of hidden stronghold of the royalists?
The Nile is a proud herald of the coexistence of all the species. Yes, but stronghold? I don't think so.
But the place must be an eyesore for the separatists, right?
Oh, don't worry for the girls, Sonny. They can defend themselves quite well. The separatists wouldn't dare to go near the place.
Well, we'll see what they have to say about these two old cocks.
That was a little bit, equivocal.
Ah, effectivement. Ok, bon bah on va aller au nouveau lieu. Hein. Donc c'est ça le nouveau lieu. Hein. Ah, on ne peut aller que là, d'accord. On n'a pas le choix. Fais voir un petit peu le... Un petit peu les indices qu'on a récoltés là. Donc la carte qu'on a trouvée sur Déborah, c'est bien ça. Hein. Carte de membre d'une maison close de luxe. Donc Déborah, elle allait dans des maisons closes. Mais alors en tant que quoi? Vu l'écriture qu'on a retrouvée sur son corps, pas en tant que cliente. Il faut exister des espèces dans un bordel. On dirait que le vieux Pampan a des passe-temps de luxe. Ah, merci pour l'abonnement, Tsoum. Son 5e mois d'abonnement, dont 2 mois consécutifs. Membre numéro 1. Je pense qu'on peut dire ça. Bah voilà, hein, je pense qu'on peut aller, au bordel. Hein.
I have no idea, Marty.
Merde. Et bah go. Go le bordel, on va découvrir sans doute plein de nouveaux animaux là-dedans. Ah, bah voilà, chapitre 2.
To Marty's delight, we were heading toward the most exclusive brothel in Clawville. The separatists and those opposing the monarchy hated the place, just like they hated everything that supported interracial relations and peaceful coexistence of all species. So the place wasn't just a brothel, it was a symbol. But just like a brothel is not a worthy symbol, Clawville failed to turn out the way it was intended.
Oh mes
Well,
sous-chéris.
here we are. The kingdom of long legs, silky
Royaume des
skin,
jambes
and
interminables.
fluttering lashes. We've arrived.
Oh, ça va être chaud.
Calm down, Marty. Watch your blood pressure.
Oh, mais qu'est-ce que c'est que ça, une petite lémurienne. Oh,
She's what I call an exotic beauty.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey, every animal's the most beautiful thing in the world to someone.
Yeah, you're right.
Oof, I don't know about you, but I go weak in the knees for stripes.
Please, Marty, I don't want to know. And I don't care. Keep it to yourself. And let's get out of here quickly.
Can't I even talk to you anymore?
Te faire
You
strike.
can.
Mais non.
Ask about the weather, or how's my lower back. Those two are even connected if you want to know.
Yeah, old fart.
Une renarde. Cette photo. Oh là. On a eu chaud. Heureusement que la madame a mis ses mains. Hein.
I don't even know. Good gods!
Ah, il est choqué.
Hey, keep it down, Marty.
I see it now. Of all that's furry.
Yes, it's very furry. Or more like, shaggy.
T'as vu, la lémurienne, elle a des parties animales en dessous des épaules. Ah, j'ai pas fait attention. Ah, bah elle a sa queue, oui. Elle a sa queue. Oh! Une lassie. Un collet. Ah, une autre photo là-bas. Graou, graou. Graou, graou. Le premier animal à queue dont on voit la queue. Graou, graou.
That woman. She's familiar.
Do you think it's her? The broad from the Bloody New Year's?
God damn it, Marty. Do you have to say it out loud? It gives me goosebumps.
Chicken bumps more like.
Anyway, I don't know if it's really her. I always get confused by the exotic ones, but... yeah, maybe.
Honestly, it gives me the creeps.
Yeah, me too.
Alors, la peinture est plutôt jolie. Hein. On met de côté l'aspect érotico-furie. La peinture est plutôt jolie.
These broads are elegant, just like Laszlo said.
Lewis.
What do you think could be the old rabbit's type? Fluffy tails, furry ears, a raspy tongue?
Oh, for the love of all the gods, stop.
Just think about it.
Please, shut up, Marty.
Il y a un mec oiseau là. Oh, on va parler avec un zèbre. Avec une zèbre. Ah, on peut parler avec la renarde.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would you be so kind as to help me?
With pleasure, ma'am.
The zipper always comes down on my dress. Would you kindly zip it back up?
Can I, Sonny?
What am I, your mother? Do what you want, for God's sake.
Happy to help, ma'am.
Oh, what a gallant young man.
Clucking lords.
Ah, d'accord, c'est à nous de le faire. Mais c'est quoi cette jauge là? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Faut pas aller trop fort?
Oh, thank you, honey.
Ah bah ici elles ont toutes des queues. Non, c'est pas ce que je voulais dire.
Marty, ma'am. Marty McChicken.
Thank you, darling Marty. I'm much obliged.
Mais non, hier on a vu le personnage du chat aussi, elle avait une queue.
Anytime, ma'am. Anytime.
Et tout, on peut pas lui parler autre que ça?
I invite you gentlemen for
Ah.
a drink, perhaps?
Ça commence à devenir intéressant.
No, thank you. We're in a hurry.
Oh, mais quel casse-noix celui-là.
No.
Encore?
I invite you gentlemen for a...
No, thank you. We're...
Oh, je suis du même état que Marty. Hein. Oh, bon, arrêtons les conneries.
Yee. That guy's stare gives me the creeps.
I can see why.
I've always told myself that birds are weird. What did you just say? Huh? What? Me? Nothing?
C'est la porte. On va parler à la réceptionniste, hein. On va aller admirer les photos là-bas. Ah oui! Ah, une femme serpent. Elle est jolie. La peinture est très jolie. Artistiquement et tout. Les peintures sont chouettes, hein.
Holy fur. You swallowed so hard, the whole place shook.
Are you kidding me? I've never seen anything like this before. Is this even legal?
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. Vice?
You really must be joking. Vice in Clawville?
Okay, I was pulling your leg. But still,
Il
it's a
fait chaud
little
ici.
hot.
Oh,
On va se faire ban.
Marty, don't even look
Doucement.
over there. Remember Laura, your
Je te
wonderful
juge.
girlfriend,
Comment ça tu me
who you
juges?
love more than
Je me
anything.
découvre une passion pour le Fury.
You don't need to tell me. All I'm thinking about is her.
With a hatchet in her hand.
More like my nuggets.
That's
Laura.
Il pense à sa femme.
That's it, Marty. Just slowly turn away from the pictures.
Laura.
That's it, Marty.
C'est con. Allez, la réceptionniste.
I think she must be the receptionist.
Bravo, Mr. Detective.
Ça va être quoi? Clippé plutôt. Clippé déformé, ça.
Why'd you have to be like that all the time?
Well, sometimes I seriously can't decide if you've become totally stupid over the years.
Well, you know, that's a good question.
That's exactly what I mean.
Oh, vous voulez toujours faire des clips pour me
My
décrédibiliser.
name is Day-Night Diamond. Welcome to the sweltering Nile,
Petit
gentlemen.
problème avec les E accents. Hein. Les mecs savent toujours pas que en français les majuscules ne prennent pas d'accent. Ça ne sert à rien de mettre un accent. Après ça fait des trucs bizarres comme ça. Mais bon.
Miss Diamond, I'm Sonny, and this is my partner, Marty.
If I may, miss, you have a beautiful name and exceptionally wonderful stripes.
Marty, not now.
Oh, thank you very much.
Please excuse him. He doesn't visit places like this very often. Me neither, to be honest.
Oh, nothing to worry about, gentlemen.
You're absolutely right.
We're just interested in a certain lady called Deborah.
Deborah. We don't have any employees by that name right now, but if you want, any of our girls would love to be Deborah for a night.
Alors non, c'est pas compris. T'as vu, elle a des rayures sur les bras.
No. Excuse me, you misunderstand. She doesn't work here.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
It's kind of confusing, but let me try to explain.
Please, I'm at your service. I'll gladly answer any of your questions.
You hear that, Sonny? Any questions?
Shut up, Marty.
I wouldn't want to offend you, far from it, but it's evident you're from the police, even...
Is it that obvious?
No, it isn't, but, you know, here in the Nile, we have a keen eye for this kind of thing.
Right. I understand, ma'am. Do you know a gentleman named Louis C. Hayworth?
Of course I do. Mr. Hayworth is a regular guest at our establishment.
I see. How regular, if I may ask?
I can't give you any information about that. House policy.
We have that too. It's called the law, ma'am.
If you have any questions of that nature,
Chris se découvre une passion.
come back with a warrant.
Non mais oh.
Touché.
N'hésite pas à partager ça sur le Discord hein, si c'est pas déjà fait. J'imagine que c'est déjà fait.
Does this list mean anything to you?
This? I'm not sure. No, nothing.
Don't you see some familiar names on there?
I do, but everybody knows those animals. Personally, I have no contact with any of them.
I see. Oh, thank you. Look, she gave this to us. The girl named Deborah, the one we asked.
I see.
Do you know what this is?
Of course. It's a membership card.
Was this person a regular here?
If this belonged to her, then yes. I can check for you. Please, the ladies will entertain you while you wait.
Mais donc elle serait cliente,
Thank you.
Déborah.
Much obliged.
Donc, Déborah serait cliente et non pas.
May I invite you?
No,
On aurait
thank
dit la
you.
même chose. Déborah serait une cliente. Et non pas une employée. J'ai fini du nid, un joli petit zèbre. C'est quoi le nouveau truc du codex? Ah bah c'est la fameuse... La nuit qui a tout changé dans la vie de Sonny et Marty. Le nouvel an sanglant, donc c'est ça qu'ils n'arrêtent pas de parler depuis le début du jeu. Ça a commencé par un appel étrange et la visite inattendue d'une tigresse. C'était terminé dans une maison d'éclosion, hein, où le duo a été témoin d'un massacre sans précédent. Sonny s'est retrouvé personnellement impliqué dans l'enquête lorsqu'une silhouette étrange avec un haut de forme s'en est pris à sa famille, puis a réussi à s'échapper avant de pouvoir être arrêté. En réalité, l'affaire n'a jamais été officiellement classée, et sous la pression du procureur général, les journaux en ont parlé comme du triomphe glorieux des inspecteurs Poulet. De là que la légende est née d'un malheureux mensonge. Intéressant.
Beauty is relative.
Pour observer les gens.
How
Quoi.
young is this girl?
This place is clubbed up.
Do you
Ah.
think they're forced to do this?
Marty, we're not here for that. Just for the information we need.
Yeah, but you know what, Sonny? We're fortunate to be able to choose what we do with our lives, huh?
You are, Marty. You have the chance to work with Santino Featherland. Me, on the other hand.
Aha.
A fine young gal, that's for sure. Beauty. Is he a bouncer or a guest? I'd rather not ask.
Alors c'est bon, elle revient l'autre là?
No, thank you.
Oh.
Non? Je peux la
I
suivre.
apologize
Ah.
for the wait. Please, come with me, gentlemen.
So you were successful.
My mistress, Madame Zavas,
Zavas.
would like to meet you.
You mean that, Madame Savas?
Oh!
As far as I know, there's only one of her, so yes,
Please, miss, take us to her.
with pleasure.
Madame Zavas was a legend in Clawville. Her name was known all over the wilderness. She's an avid royalist, former member of the Council of 12, spy master, assassin, businesswoman, and
Ah oui, quand même.
courtesan. To be honest, I didn't even know she was still alive. She's no spring chicken, that's for sure. She could also be my mother, or maybe my grandmother. First Ibn Wessler, now her. Honestly, tonight it wouldn't surprise me if His Majesty Hector III didn't grace me with his presence.
Oh! Les crocrocros, les crocrocros, les crocodiles.
Interesting
Pardon.
pieces.
Oh la vache! Elle est énorme.
Do you think so? It's the art of my people.
Crocodiles?
There are many kinds of crocodile in the wilderness, Mr. Featherland. This is the art of the Nilenites.
Ah, hence the name, the sweltering Nile.
It's a river, Mr. Featherland. My ancestors lived by this river a long time ago.
Elle est ultra classe. Hein.
Ah, interesting.
Thank you.
Les crocrocros, les crocrocros, les crocodiles. Le jeu m'inspire. Toutes sortes de livres. C'est bien ça, on aime bien ça les livres nous. Ou moi. Alors.
There are books here on quite a variety of topics.
Putain, ça sent l'énigme. Hein. Il va y avoir une énigme sur les livres. Hein.
There are books here on quite a
Ah oui.
There are books here. There are books
Bave
here.
et... What? Bave et châtiment. J'ai pas fait attention au titre. 7 fragments de mon esprit. La mort du cheval. 49 années du reptile. Une clé de l'esprit animal. Bave et châtiment. Les hiboux ne sourcillent pas. Rigolo. Une horloge cassée.
Is that the time already?
Have you noticed your clock's not working?
How observant you are. That clock isn't meant to show the time. It's a decoration. A memento.
It's beautiful.
Indeed.
Ah bon? C'est joli, lui.
There's something weird about that clock.
Oui, ça sent l'énigme, ça aussi. Ça sent l'énigme. Elle indique... Elle indique 23h45. On est d'accord, hein. Ou 11h45. On va retenir ça. Ah, c'est elle?
What a painting. Congratulations, ma'am.
Marty.
Yes. It's beautiful indeed. It's more than 40 years old. You know, I was considered pretty then.
Oh, don't say that. You still look great, ma'am.
Thank you. It feels good, but no. There's no need for lies. Those days are long gone. Every age has its truth and its beauty. For me, beauty is not in the looks.
I agree, ma'am.
Ok. Alors nous pouvons engager. Rien d'autre, hein. Y a rien d'autre. On peut engager la discussion.
So she is the legendary Madame Zavas.
Zavas.
Let me introduce myself properly, ma'am.
Mr. Santino, I know who you are. And I also know your partner. The legend of the chicken police is always one step ahead of the chicken police.
Thank you. That's flattering.
May I ask what you are looking for exactly?
Les ongles qu'elle a,
On this night?
ça fait peur.
You know, that's an interesting question. The card we've shown your lovely colleague
Belongs to an old friend of ours, whom we haven't seen for a long time here.
and the name.
Unfortunately, no, Mr. Santino. That's confidential information. In my line of work, discretion is everything.
Well, you know, in our line of work, the law is above everything.
Oh, do you think so? I could tell you what your colleagues think is also above everything, but as I said, discretion.
Look, ma'am, we don't want to impose. We're conducting a private investigation, which started off as harmless, but now it's murder.
That sounds serious.
It is serious. That's why we'd be grateful for your help.
In that case, I'm at your service. Ask your questions, and I'm going to answer to the best of my knowledge. As long as you're not wading through muddy waters.
Fortunately, I swim very well for a chicken.
I swim well, too.
Yes, on va pouvoir lui poser des questions. Qu'est-ce qu'on a chopé là comme... Courtisane et espionne. C'est quand même un cahier des... CV très conséquent. Dirige la maison close. On ferait mieux d'être prudent. Elle est connue dans toute la contrée sauvage. On débloque un nouveau perso. Une nouvelle fiche. Déjà une légende quand j'étais encore un poussin. Racontait beaucoup d'histoires sur sa beauté et sa froideur. Elle passe pendant ses journées au Waltering Nile, la maison close de luxe dont elle est propriétaire. On va voir le codex, ça va être sur la maison close, non? Ah non, le peuple du Nil. Une ancienne culture aujourd'hui disparue. C'est un vaste empire de la région tropicale du sud-ouest de la contrée sauvage. Madame Zewas, légendaire espionne et courtisane, est l'une des représentantes encore vivantes de cette culture. Bah go lui poser plein de questions alors.
As I was saying, it belongs to us. Only our most valuable guests have one of these.
The employees too. Good to know. Can you tell me if this card belonged to a guest or an employee?
No.
I thought so. Yes, thank you.
Insiste
Louis
pas.
Hayworth is a good friend of mine. It surprises me that he's a regular here.
You wouldn't believe our clientele. You would be shocked.
No doubt. Louis, does he come here often?
Not so often.
Thank you for the vague answer, ma'am.
The mystery is thrilling. The thrill is life itself.
That was beautiful, ma'am.
Tell me, have you ever seen this list?
I have.
Am I right to assume it has something to do with the sweltering Nile?
It does, yes. But I can't tell you more about it. No.
Discretion is key.
Absolutely.
Do
Elle
you
nous dit pas
know
grand-chose, hein.
Natasha Katsenko personally?
Yes, I do.
Tell me about her.
Warm-hearted, protective, quick-tempered, fierce. Yes, fierce.
Thank you. Very useful.
Ah, on va pouvoir l'interroger, tiens.
This place isn't just our home with the girls. It's a sanctuary.
Really? How?
It symbolizes why the city was founded almost 1,000 years ago. Unity, love, freedom.
Interbreeding?
Les relations
That too,
interraciales.
yes. Do you have a problem with that?
Moi
Don't
non.
get me wrong. I don't. My girlfriend's a predator.
Ah,
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
il sort avec une prédatrice.
So, gentlemen,
Let's see.
Eh ben, go interroger.
Deceit is everything. Jose Vaz.
Vraiment la gueule qu'il a de
Used to be
face,
a
ça me
spy, so
me
I'm
fera
gonna
toujours
take
autant
her
rire.
every word with a grain of salt.
Alors,
Who's behind the legend, Miss Zavas? Who are you, really?
just an animal raised to survive, Mr. Featherland. And because I've been taught, I know how to survive.
j'ai pas envie qu'elle m'approche avec ses
I
ongles.
always was what I had to
Effectivement.
be.
And you managed to dodge my question. Clever.
Well, you see, this is one of the typical elements of survival. The way of dodging a delicate question and still making the questioner believe he got the answer. But you're too cunning and experienced, aren't you? You're not an easy one to fool.
I'm trying to maintain appearances, ma'am.
You should. Appearances, most of the time, are stronger and more dangerous than the truth.
alors, Dewas qui connaît en matière de mensonges. C'était une espionne. Alors, je vais prendre chacun de ces mots avec scepticisme. C'est pas dangereux d'être royaliste de nos jours. Dites-moi, étiez-vous vraiment l'espionne du roi? Impression trompeuse et battante.
Isn't it dangerous being a royalist nowadays?
You know, Mr. Featherland, those that are genuinely dedicated never care about danger. That's something you must know even better than I.
Do you think it's my loyalty that motivates me the most? If you do, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Maybe you're not loyal to the police, Mr. Featherland, but you are to your own principles and ideals. Am I right?
C'est vrai.
That's true, but you're avoiding the question. Why did you stay in the king's employment after the scandals that are making half the city riot? What makes you still believe so much in the institution of monarchy?
You know, I always adapt, but only to a degree where I still don't have to give up myself and my ideals for the sake of survival.
You'd rather die then?
Maybe it would seem too dramatic or even romantic to you, but yes, exactly.
I'm sorry to doubt you, but I've always thought your kind was rather compromised.
Do you mean spies or crocodiles?
Spies, of course.
I must disappoint you. But there aren't many groups as loyal and unwavering as the spies, Mr. Featherland.
If you're telling me, ma'am, I believe you.
À moins 10, wouf. Un peu trop... hein. Un peu trop interrogateur, ça. C'est vraiment juste une maison close de luxe.
Why
Je
did
me
you
demander quand
decide
est-ce qu'elle a
to
voulu l'ouvrir.
open a brothel?
You know, this place used to be an orphanage. Then after the Great Avian Plague, a hatchery. Then young mothers lived here who had nowhere else to go. That's when I took over.
Young mothers and prostitutes. That feels like a sharp turn.
No, it didn't happen like that, of course. The process took 20 years, but one thing remains the same. I wanted to help girls who had nothing and no one.
Elle veut se la jouer, Mère Teresa.
Help them.
And this was the best you could do, helping them sell their bodies.
You see things very superficially, Mr. Featherland. We're a family who helped each other even at the worst of times, took care of each other, and what's most important, survived.
And it's the cherry on top of the most treasured secrets of the rich and famous.
Very insightful, Mr. Featherland. There's truth to that. Knowledge is power, as they say. And we know a lot about powerful animals that could be used as weapons.
Ah, plus 15, on est revenu. Voilà. Ah bah ouais.
If I guess who the card belongs to, will you tell me?
I wouldn't say that's an acceptable price for such a secret as this, but if you guess right, I won't lie to you. Then, I will tell you you were right. Yes.
Good. Let's see. The answer to my question. Natasha Katsenko.
Well, Mr. Featherland, it seems the gossip about you is right. What gave it away?
It couldn't have been easier. There's a beautiful woman with a mysterious past, trying to keep it a secret, while someone's threatening her with the exact same thing, leaving rather unmistakable messages behind. Plus, we found the card on Deborah, who was her best friend and confidant, so she was either trying to hide it, or to...
Indeed, Mr. Featherland.
So if I'm not mistaken, Natasha used to work for you, before she met Ibn Wessler. He fell in love with her. Gave her a job at the Millions Club. The rest is history.
Donc la chatte, du coup, était une prostituée du club, dont l'autre là, le rat husky, il est tombé amoureux d'elle, donc il l'a sorti de là.
You have talent, Mr. Featherland. I'm really sorry you're not working for the government.
I am working for the government. I'm a cop.
Are you sure, Mr. Featherland?
Touché.
Indeed. Natasha used to work here. We can put it that way, but you know, this isn't just a workplace. She also lived here. She was part of our family, and we still love her very much.
Right. That puts everything in a different light. Savas is a true survivor, always was. And she's proud of that, even to this day. Maybe I can get her to trust me if I play to this part of her.
Faut jouer sur le fait que ce soit une battante. Pas fière d'être une survivante. Une battante.
Everyone in the city thinks you're dangerous. Why is that?
There are many legends in the city about many things, Mr. Featherland. I, for one, have heard that you too had solved all your cases. Is that true?
You know it's not.
I hear things. The truth comes out when we come face to face with it. So?
There's one case we never solved, though the press said otherwise, thanks to political pressure.
La fameuse première enquête.
And you see how much easier it is now that you've said it.
You managed to dodge my question again. You're very good at that.
My answer is maybe. Maybe I am dangerous. But only if someone stands between me and my goals.
Which are?
I'm an old woman now, Mr. Featherland. I care for nothing except the well-being of my girls.
C'est ça, oui.
Excuse me, but I can't believe that.
Moins 10, mais putain, mais je vois pas ce qui était plus que combattant. Hein. Randeur, ce n'est qu'un masque, n'est-ce pas? Vous savez que vous preniez un risque et pourtant vous l'avez recueilli. À tout pour préserver vos secrets, je me trompe.
You knew you were taking a risk, yet you still took her in. Why?
I don't know, Mr. Featherland. These things can't always be rationally explained. Not even when I've lived my whole life based on reason, on logic, almost every step calculated.
So Natasha came and turned your whole life upside down.
It's in her nature, yes. Poor thing can't help it. She's like a tornado. She usually takes everything with her.
That's quite an apt metaphor. But I have to agree.
Did she sweep you away, too?
I don't know yet, madam. I'm clinging firmly to the ground.
Yes, plus 10, on est remonté en haut.
Do you know where Natasha came from before Clawville?
Naturally. The poor dear couldn't even deny it. Even her name's eloquent, her accent, but mostly her manners, Mr. Featherland. She's from Stovos, and she belonged to the upper class of Stavonian social circles.
That's all you know about her. An ex-spy like you must have checked up on her new protege's past.
That's the most exciting thing. Yes, I have. Multiple times putting my most treasured connections to good use. But nobody found anything. Natasha's trail could only be traced back to the Stavonian border.
It's rather curious, don't you think?
It is, Mr. Featherland. Yes, curious. That's why I've always been rather fond of Natasha.
Did it touch you deeply when she left you?
Indeed, it did.
Zavos is protective. It seems she's dedicating her whole life to her proteges. If I concentrate on that, maybe she'll open up to me.
On arrive à augmenter, hein. Il semble qu'elle consacre toute sa vie à se protéger. Et du coup, on va lui demander s'il est resté en contact avec elle. Hein.
Have you kept in touch?
Only occasionally, Mr. Featherland. She writes to me every few weeks, and very rarely we talk on the phone.
Did she give no sign of being in trouble?
Never. No. Natasha's not the kind to talk about her feelings.
Yeah, I've noticed that myself.
Yes, plus 10. Vous lui en vouliez d'autre partie, vous avez peur qu'elle révèle des secrets. Là.
When was the last time you saw her, Madame Zavos?
Maybe around 2 months ago. There was a ball, attended by Ibn Wessler, his beautiful mate Natasha, and myself. Yes.
Was she herself? Did you feel like she was afraid or worried about something?
On the contrary, she was unrestrained, free, radiant. She was in love. Yes, in her own unique way.
What do you mean?
You know Natasha loves on a different level than most Clawville women. Or most women in the wilderness, in fact. Maybe it's because of the Stovonian origins. Perhaps it's something else.
So you didn't notice anything strange about her?
Well, if anything could be called strange, it was that I saw a woman positively floating above the ground, who previously used to stand on it with 2 feet.
I see. Thank you, madam. How did you feel when you learned Natasha was going to leave?
Honestly, I was very hurt. I loved her as a daughter. How would you have felt?
I couldn't say.
And I still couldn't stop her, and you know why?
Of course I do. Because you loved her.
You've been in my shoes before, am I right, Detective? Yes, I can feel you have.
This isn't about me, madam. Please stop changing the subject.
I have felt betrayed on a certain level. Yes, and offended, and alone. Even amongst all my friends.
Were you disappointed in her?
Only in myself, Mr. Featherland. But I have a hunch you know this feeling very well.
Yes, you're right. Well, thank you for your time, madam.
Anytime, Detective. Yes, anytime.
Bon, ça s'est bien passé. Ah, flic correct. Bah, 4 étoiles sur 5, c'est plus que correct. Ça, c'est un vrai équipier. C'est pas pareil qu'au bon vieux temps. Encore dans le coup, le vieux coq en a encore sous les plumes. Indice important, Natasha a travaillé au Sweltering Niles avant qu'Ibn Wesler la découvre et la sorte de là. Donc ça, oui, on l'avait bien compris.
Please, gentlemen, wait here a moment. I would like to show you something that could help you.
Ah.
Oh, that's excellent news. Thank you. We will wait.
Do you trust her?
Not in the slightest. Even her smile is fake. This woman wallowed in other animals' secrets until she became one too.
That's exactly how I feel.
Anyway, now that we're here, we can take a better look around.
Just what I was thinking.
D'accord. Alors à mon avis, il y a des trucs à faire. Devant l'horloge. Ah ah. L'horloge, il y a bien des trucs à faire, mais quoi? Espèce de cercle là, mais est-ce que ça... Il y en aurait 3, il manquerait peut-être une aiguille. On va voir avec les bouquins.
These books are here for a reason. These books are here for a reason. They
Ouais.
mean something.
Je suis bien d'accord avec cette affirmation.
These books are here.
Bien d'accord avec cette affirmation, mais quoi?
These books are.
49e année du reptile. Mort du cheval. On est d'accord que c'est que cette étagère là qui est utile. Hein.
These books are. These books are here for.
7 fragments de mon esprit. Le chiffre 7. 49. 7h49. Et c'était ça. Non. « 46, 47, 48, 49, bah il serait ça. C'est pas 49 ça.
A hidden door. Who'd have thought?
She is a legendary ex-spy.
Well, this is something I've never understood. Why isn't a key good enough? I mean, you can take that with you, but riddles can be solved by anyone.
Ah oui, on vient bien de le voir.
I don't think many animals get to be in this room, Marty. And the other thing is...
Maybe she wanted us to find it.
Exactly what I'm thinking. Who knows? Anyway, we're going in.
La porte secrète est là. On est d'accord qu'il n'y a rien d'autre. Hein. C'est beau.
This room is not like her at all.
The other must have been for show. Marty, this is the reality. We're talking about a professional spy.
A former spy.
Still, if anyone knows how to mask her real face, it's her.
But you think this is who she really is? Cold, dark, and tiny.
And full of secrets.
Ok. Miroir, livre étrange, il y a des photos, machine à écrire.
Ugh, this place gives me the creeps.
Me too. We better get out of here before she comes back. Ah, names, numbers, dates. Oh, furry gods.
Do you think they all belong to the brothel?
Hell no. Half of it is a matter of national security.
What did we step into?
You know what? I don't care, Marty. I'm too old for conspiracies. The only thing that matters to me is to find out what the furry hell we're doing here.
And what it has to do with Natasha.
Sure.
Ah! C'est la feuille découpée.
This has got to be it, Marty. Look at the missing page.
Oh, gods. And look at the names.
Yeah, the ladies and their guests.
Aha!
Damn.
What this means, Marty, is that the most influential people in the city had been Natasha's patrons. Some even from the royal family.
Ah bah forcément, c'est pour ça qu'on va la faire taire.
Destabilize Clawville.
At least the Clawville we currently know.
You think this is behind everything? Somebody's blackmailing Natasha because of this?
Ah oui.
That could easily be the case. But something still doesn't fit. That piece of a painting.
Sonny?
If there's even a small chance of...
Sonny.
What?
There's another familiar name here.
What are you talking about?
Bah Molly. Ah oui, on l'a vu aussi en bas.
Clucking hell, Sonny. Molly?
She was working here too.
La femme à Sonny, si j'ai bien
It's
suivi.
probably someone else with the same name.
So that's why Natasha told me they'd known each other for a long time.
Look, boss.
I can't believe it. All those stories about her past.
Listen, Bossbird. Molly loved you, right? Isn't that what matters?
Marty, please shut your fucking beak right now or I'll shut it for you.
Okay, boss. I'm sorry. But...
Just shut the cluck up.
We've caught them sneaking around, Miss Diamond, you see?
I see, madam.
Oh, back off,
Voilà.
ladies.
There's no need for this. We don't want trouble.
No, maybe you don't. Unfortunately, trouble has found you, gentlemen.
Madam Zavas, we needed to know the connection. What this place has to do with Natasha.
And?
And my wife.
Filthy cops? He's talking gibberish. May I shoot him?
No, not yet, Miss Diamond.
I'd be very sorry to put holes in your lovely striped skin, but believe me, baby, I will. I've always wanted to know if diamonds are bulletproof.
Please, madam. It'll all be over in a second.
No. We have received different orders, Miss Diamond.
Comment ça, des ordres?
Stand down.
Oh, I see. The pony does tricks on command. Well, I'm not surprised.
That's enough, Marty. You knew who she was, didn't you? What she meant to me.
Well, well, Mr. Featherland. Aren't you interested in your case anymore? No? All it took was a name from your past, and your professionalism drowned in the mud.
Stop playing games with me, Zavos. What does all this have to do with Molly?
Nothing at all. No, she was just a little bird among the many who sought refuge here.
You forced her into this.
You'd love to hear that, but until she met you, she was one of us. Just another...
You cluck...
Sonny, no!
Oula. Ah.
I think I was dreaming. But it wasn't the kind of dream you'd want to remember. Dark and painful. Then the suffocating smoke woke me. It wasn't fried eggs, that's for sure. Where was I? What happened? That treacherous crocodile. Then I saw Marty, who looked as horrible as I felt. Well, I've always wanted a romantic sea voyage.
God damn it.
Hola.
I knew I shouldn't have gone along with this.
Marty, I told you you could get out any time.
And you knew damn well that I wouldn't. That I would never leave you in deep shit once I've joined you. You knew it, and you still asked me to do it.
Marty, listen.
You're a selfish bastard, Sonny. And you drag everyone around you down with you. How long was it till retirement? 120 days?
121.
But you just couldn't sit still on your ass, could you? Well, take a good look around, boss bird. This is you. And this is what follows you. Just this clucking misery. And dead bodies. Do you understand? You have nothing else to offer but suffering.
Marty.
And feeling sorry for yourself. Oh, you're great at that. I can't believe this shit. We're gonna die here on a goddamn blazing ship like roast chicken. Well, it's dramatic at least, just like you like it.
Marty.
What?
I've almost managed to untie the knot. But if you keep thrashing around like that, we're really gonna die here.
Ah, for cluck's sake, fine. Work your magic. Until then, I'm gonna say all the prayers I know.
You better.
What? Ah, c'est un labyrinthe.
So what now?
Oui.
Now we run and swim.
I can't
Le
swim.
talent.
Well, you better learn fast or you'll die. I'm not gonna drag your fat ass to the shore if that's what you're hoping.
I shouldn't have brought this many guns with me.
Throw them away then.
Never.
Then they'll drag you down into the deep. Nah, I don't care. I always thought your gun mania would be your undoing.
Cluck you, Sonny.
Pas te faire pondre.
We have to survive this first.
Well, after you, boss bird.
Pas mal de cinématiques. Hein. C'est très court.
That furry, fucking clucking gods.
Yeah.
Listen, Marty.
What?
What you said on the ship.
What about it?
You were right. I knew this would happen. Or something like it. I dragged you into this deliberately. Because I'm not enough on my own.
Sonny, cut the crap.
No, I'm serious. I knew I couldn't do this alone. I needed you to... well, to look out for me.
I don't need this, all right? Stop playing the wounded soul. I don't fucking care.
Fair enough. You're right.
Hell yeah, I'm fucking right.
I'll, shut up now.
Good.
Et bah, ça me semble être un bon moment pour s'arrêter, tiens. Ah! Espèce de hamster. Ça me semble être un bon moment d'arrêter. Ou alors on fait cet endroit-là et puis voilà. On arrête quand on quitte le port. On va
You've
peut-être
seen
faire ça.
better days too, haven't you? You've seen better.
Le bateau.
Clawville. You tried it again, but I'm still alive.
You know, I have a feeling this night's just getting started.
We were almost finished.
Yeah.
You don't want to quit, do you?
No, Sonny, I don't.
Thanks, partner.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made it, partner. You can swim after all.
Yeah. Or the river spat me out.
Well, what about your guns? Did you throw them away?
Hell no. Where they go, I go. And where I go, they're coming with me no matter what.
I'm seriously amazed you're still alive.
Yeah, sure.
Ok. Fais voir là les nouveaux trucs du codex. Faire un petit peu de lecture. Ah bah la grande grippe aviaire, tiens ils en parlent depuis le début du jeu, c'est aussi une épidémie qui s'est propagée sur tout le continent d'Altera, a tué près de 40% de la population aviaire mondiale. Ah oui quand même, à Cloville la maladie a causé des ravages dans presque 50% de la population aviaire de la ville. Au final la grippe aviaire a été contenue grâce à un vaccin développé à Aviria et la mise en place de plusieurs maisons d'éclosion. Et les dégâts occasionnés n'ont toujours pas été réparés à ce jour. Et après la grande grippe aviaire, plusieurs maisons d'éclosion ont été bâties à Cloville. Ces lieux étaient des services de maternité, des orphelinats, des hôpitaux et des maisons pour les nouvelles mères. Mais avant tout, leur principale fonction était de relancer la population aviaire de la ville. Bien qu'elle ait demandé du temps, cette initiative s'est avérée une réussite. Et aujourd'hui, près du tiers de la population de Cloville se compose de plusieurs espèces d'oiseaux. Le nouveau lieu, c'est le port, hein, c'est là où on est. Le capitaine Marsh n'a probablement jamais été un véritable capitaine, mais reste l'un des gars les plus vertueux que je connaisse. Ah mais d'accord, en plus c'est un personnage qu'on connaît, d'accord. Les petits zèbres qui n'hésitera pas à nous trouver les plumes s'il le faut. La bouleversée quand Natacha, qu'elle aimait quand sa fille est partie du Nil. Suivre d'autres cons. Ah bah il est là, tiens. Oh, capybara. Et un capybara. Captain Marsh. Bah on va se garder le capybara pour le prochain live. Il parle comme un vrai pirate et il sent aussi comme un vrai pirate. C'est con. Alors Natacha a travaillé donc au Nil, ça on a compris. Le nom de Molly est apparu là où je m'attendais le moins à le voir, dans le carnet de Madame Zewes. Et le dernier indice, elle a essayé de nous tuer. Eh oui. Ok. Elle m'a toujours autant convaincu par ce Chicken Police. Putain, voilà. Ce Chicken Police, c'est très très cool. C'est très très cool. Ah oui, c'est vrai qu'il n'y a pas de... Il n'y a pas d'écran de sauvegarde en fait. Il n'y a pas d'écran de sauvegarde, donc j'espère que ça sauvegarde bien comme il faut. Bah, on a bien vu la dernière fois. Hein. Élément de galerie trouvé. Tiens, on va aller faire un tour là-dedans. On passe dans cette galerie là. Donc ouais, toujours autant convaincu, c'est très cool, c'est très bien écrit. Visuellement, c'est très chouette. Retour au menu. Visuellement, c'est très très chouette. Fais voir si on met continue du coup. Ok, c'est bien ça. Allez. On est au menu. Visuellement, c'est super chouette. Musicalement, le doublage est cool. Vraiment, pour l'instant, c'est... Mis à part l'énigme qu'on a eue là, à la fin du premier live où genre fallait observer un blason un petit peu sorti de nulle part quoi. Mis à part ça, cette énigme là, pour l'instant tout roule. C'est vraiment très cool. D'accord, hein, cinématique, on a vu toutes les premières déjà. Donc c'est vraiment très très cool, c'est bien branlé. Hein? pas mal. Ah bah tiens, fameux blason. Fameux blason de la mort. Là, à mon avis, c'est en faisant des trucs spécifiques. Et voilà, il fallait regarder les tableaux. Ah, on en a trouvé pas mal, dis donc. Famille de l'homme poisson. J'espère qu'on en a pas de ça, parce que c'est bizarre. Famille miaounifique. Ah, rigolo. Ah, du coup, c'est peut-être là qu'on va trouver les bouquins. Ah, bah tiens, ils sont là. Ah, c'est les films. C'est les vrais films avec... Ah, rigolo. Ah, c'est cool. L'identité judiciaire. Pas mal ces petits bonus là. Ah, ils ont été prendre des photos. Ah, rigolo. On aurait dû se garder ça pour un... pour le dernier. Ah, il y a le synopsis et tout. D'accord. Rigolo. Bon bah je pense qu'on va se retrouver demain pour la suite. Probablement aussi pour un live comme aujourd'hui, hein, pour un petit live de 1h30, 2h grand maximum. Et ouais, pour l'instant c'est toujours aussi cool. Et donc bah il me tarde d'être demain pour continuer l'aventure. Voilà, merci à tous d'avoir été là. Si vous voulez voir la suite, c'est demain 20h. N'hésitez pas à rejoindre la communauté qui se forme sur le Discord. Pour l'instant, ça parle pas beaucoup. Mais, voilà. Si vous voulez blablater de divers sujets, n'hésitez pas à passer sur le Discord. Ça fera toujours plaisir. À demain, si vous voulez voir la suite. Et sinon, à la prochaine. Salut, salut!